All right, GM everybody, GM. Welcome into the space. Please share it, retweet it, drop any comments, questions that you might have down below. Live on X, Kick, YouTube, and Extract. So please tune in wherever you would like. Appreciate all the attendance and support either way. Kenny, GM, sir, how we doing?
Yo, what up, Cheese? Doing good, man. Friday.
I know,
you know what
Friday, man. I'm fucking, yeah. I mean, like, me or you don't have like a normal daily job. So it's like, but why do we still have a sense of relief on Fridays?
because it's the end of the week.
Yeah.
Life is good on the weekends, man. You hang out with your friends, you see people, it's just it's the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I have some stuff planned this weekend. So gonna be pretty fun. We have so we live right near the Tennessee River and a lot of lakes. So by the one lake closest to me, but it's about a 10-minute drive. We're going to a place called the Bus Barn, and this place is pretty cool. So they took a bunch of old school buses, they cut the inside of the buses out, and essentially turned them into bars. So there's a huge restaurant. This food's really, really good. But then outside is a huge area, has fire pits, cornhole, fucking all kinds of stuff, outdoor, like outdoor fucking ping pong pool tables, and then there's a huge stage. But you can BYOB sometimes or buy their beer. You bring your own fold-in chair. They have fucking local music and sometimes some bigger artists. So tonight there's a new chick coming from Nashville. This girl's like 19 years old and pretty fucking good. So we're gonna go out there tonight, and they don't give a shit. There's people sitting there in their chairs smoking weed. And it's not legal here in Tennessee, but they don't care. The cops don't care. It's usually a pretty laid back time. So we're going to go.
Oh, dude, the cops definitely don't care. I remember when we went down to Tennessee to stay in an Airbnb, the first place we stopped was a liquor store. And in the liquor store, there was a couple of ladies literally in the parking lot of the liquor store, just openly smoking pot in the parking lot.
Really?
So funny.
That's wild, bro. Yeah, I know some cops here locally. These guys, they will literally pull you over. If you have weed on you, if you have a small amount on you, like less than an ounce, they'll just let you go. They don't care. Some of the guys, they actually fucking take it and then they bring it home to their wives. So, kind of shady, but whatever. Yeah, but pretty wild stuff. But anyways, Kyle, how we doing this morning? GM.
Oh, doing all right. Sorry I'm late. Things blew up. I got to get it going again. But day 6 in a row, 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah. I mean, I miss you on stream. I get tired of looking at myself. I've been looking at myself for 44 years now. And, it'd be good to see your tight man bun popping off up there. So
that ain't the only thing that's tight I can pop for you, buddy.
Whoa,
Anyway.
Whoa, calm down now. It's a family-friendly show. This guy's
mostly
getting out of control. Mostly. Well, we've tried curtailing that. Guys, there's a lot of tweets at the top. All right, some of them I think are pretty good bangers. But one of them in particular, I want to bring your attention to. Go show some love to an idiot. Just acquired his first little pudgy penguin, and pretty dope.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even see the tweet.
It's up there. I see it up there. It's pinned at the top. Very last post. Kenny, describe this little pudgy to me. Describe everything you see.
Oh my God.
At first, be quiet.
I'll know if this is scripted.
This is not scripted. Be quiet. And everybody else, I want you to tell me, Kenny, don't say it yet, but everyone in the audience, I want you to go to the tweet and I want you to tell me in the comments what you think of this little pudgy, and what is this little pudgy holding? And Kenny, I'll give you a few seconds to think on it before you.
I mean, it looks like a block of cheese to me personally.
Well, Kenny, yeah, I was trying to let everybody else come up with their own opinion before.
I'm going to kill myself.
You said so. Yeah, I told him last night. He's high as a fucking kite. He buys this thing and he's like, look at this. And I'm like, bro, is it holding a piece of cheese? And he's like, no, it's Kyle, say it how you said it.
A croissant?
Yeah, that's how he was trying to say it last night as he was, And he's like, no, it's a fucking croissant. And I'm like, well, it looks like a fucking piece of cheese to me. But yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a croissant. You can tell.
I mean, it looks like a piece of cheese to me, and he's got cheese remnants on his lips. And he's been sucking on that piece of cheese personally. That's what it
Whoa.
looks like to me.
Yeah. So that's what I told him.
It's all family friendly until Kenny Powers makes a dick in my mouth joke. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Funny.
Well, hey, you know what? Let's look through the comments here. You got my cheese comment. Bibble said, why did you get one holding cheese? Not your usual MO. So yeah. But anyways,
motherfuckers, all y'all plotting on me. I know you guys are in cahoots.
You know, but Kyle was a little upset because he wasn't getting a lot of engagement from the Pudgy community. You know, and then
just making up headlines.
But then, you know, Kenny, you know what's wild is that this guy's been wanting a little Pudgy for quite a while. He didn't even know there was a little Pudgy Twitter account. So I don't know how locked in he is. So yeah.
I just forgot and tagged the wrong account. I'm following the little Pudgy account, whatever.
Okay, whatever floats your boat. But either way, bro.
Doesn't Jib run that account? The low Pudgy?
I'm not sure who runs the X accounts for the big and littles. Not really sure, but either way, GG's Kyle. That's
congrats, man.
Yeah. And I think it's going to do some good as we get closer to the abstract TGE. But either way, I wanted to shed some light on it before Kyle there. So,
yeah, thanks. It felt kind of good to Thanos snap half of the NFTs in my hot wallet out of existence, to be honest, to make that happen. God, I had some dumb shit accruing in there.
Yeah. Well, what all did you cheat to make that happen?
A racer, both of my bad buns, all of my penimals, and one creep. I still have 5. I still have all. Oh, and 2 reorders. I still have 3 reorders. I still have my NPCs. I still have a fuckload of those Project Reds because they aren't worth anything anyway. So they're probably destined for the hidden folder eventually. But yeah, yep. That's where I'm at.
Nice.
By the way, I still have a couple creeps too. It's not like I sold my last creep, but it did seem like, you know, the excitement around the announcements and stuff put a little pump on the creeps. So I was like, take advantage.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, the communities, the creeps community is definitely pumped. Kenny, I don't know if you went and seen the actual creeps account. The Discord has been changed. The image over there has been changed. And they updated the creeps account itself. They took away the bright green. And now they kind of like went fucking like murked out mode. I don't know if we're going like full John Wick, but it's you know, it's going to take some adjusting to get used to because it's so used to the bright green.
I kind of like the darkness on it a little bit. It's a little more angsty. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a little more my 90s grunge vibe. That's the era I came from.
Yeah.
I like the change. I mean, look, it's a reset button on the creeps, and got Adam Weitzman out here bull posting Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, let's fucking go, bro.
Yeah. Now leave it up to creeps holders to come in, seed phrases, comments. I'm telling you guys now, like you're gonna have to get on board with AI because whether you like it or not, AI is probably going to replace you at some point. But seed phrase says someone needs to make this film with AI, and Gauze, let's use real artist instead. Laz.eth, how about real artist? Weird seeing a musician say this. It's like, bro, just fucking leave it alone. God almighty, just fucking interact with the post. Fucking you literally have a billionaire pumping your bags, but you go in people's comments, just like it's so dumb to me.
Well, it's 2026, you know, like yeah. I want IP that was developed by a real artist. After that, like, I think it's foolish not to use AI to generate more and more and more content, constantly keeping the accounts active and stuff using AI. I mean, look, man, I don't have any problem with using real artists to make like a feature film or something. But, you know, as far as like stuff that's going to get posted on the timeline, like, yeah, dude, keep the content cranking out. Use the tools that we have. You know, yeah. I mean, hey, why not be mad that we're not just carving it into a fucking cave wall? You know, I mean, we could really fucking run it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, just still pretty wild. Pretty wild to see that. But yeah, I mean, still a cool tweet. I mean, you do literally have a billionaire out here tweeting about your about your project. So like fucking take the win, man. Still pretty fucking dope. So but yeah, cool stuff. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the Creeps team. I don't know what they're gonna do. Now, the discovery of the X handle, and that's another story. So it looks like Robert, the founder of Meatbags, who Cychrome went and co-created that, they're involved in some which way. We don't know who's all involved with this. What is the name of it? Unserious?
Unhinged.
No, Unserious.
Oh, Unserious.
Yeah, Unhinged. We don't know exactly who all this is. But
Kenny Powers is already trying to rebrand the rebrand.
I know. But we will I mean we'll see what happens here, Kenny. I am I don't know. I don't know. Does that make you bullish or bearish that Robert and whomever else could possibly be involved? I mean, the guy was smart. I had a lot of calls with him early on in Meatbags. He's definitely smart. He's ambitious. We see where ambition got, Dom and Joe, but like, I mean, what do you think who else could be involved?
I mean, look, we've had Robert on the space multiple times before. Obviously, he's got a good relationship with Cychrome. I'm sure he was the bridge in between Joe and Dom and Cychrome kind of mending, or mending the fence, whatever the saying is, right? And yeah, I mean, look, they, Meatbags didn't go as great as anyone would have thought it would have initially. It took a while to mint out, but I mean, yeah, look, he's worked with other brands before. He's seasoned vet in the space. So, and how the level of involvement of what he'll be doing is still TBD. And it could be him and a bunch of other people. Nobody really knows. It's still kind of a little bit of a gray area as far as like involvement, what the plan is moving forward. So I'm sure over the next few weeks, we'll get a little bit more information as far as like, who's who, what role do they have. But, again, the backing of Adam Weitzman and, just it feels like, a changing of the guard in a sense of like, sentiment and whatnot. I think, there's a lot of positive things that are going to come out of this moving forward. And I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. And there was a lot of commutation on it. People talking about him yesterday. You seen Pons today. Pons' tweet was actually pretty good. And I don't know if you caught that one or not, Kenny.
No,
about Creeps?
Yeah. He said, Creeps founders got an exit because their community kept the brand alive. Congrats to the community. I'm sure Adam will do good things. So that was pretty decent.
I hate to say it, but I think everybody's a little confused about what has actually happened here. Adam is not the new founder of Creeps. He's just a major holder and supporter. And I think to some extent it's possible that he's going to be, maybe even deploying some capital to fund some of the new activations. But if I'm being honest, as far as I can tell, kind of seems like Joe and Dom are still running the show from behind the scenes, but they've become self-aware enough to realize that they've kind of created an adversarial relationship between them and the community. So they want to put someone to be the face of the brand, to be in charge of actually managing the community in a meaningful way, which is where they really failed, right? As founders, was on the community side. I think it's bullish overall that they are, aware of all of that and addressing it. But I don't know. I think a lot of people are mistakenly thinking that Adam Weitzman is the new owner of the project, and that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been said that he is. It's just he took that investment and he bought the treasury, and then from there, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what.
It's more of a stamp of approval, right? In a sense, from Adam Weitzman, rather than that's the way I kind of look at it. I kind of look at it as, look, he's a serious NFT collector. The guy obviously buys a lot of NFTs. he understands the potential of Creeps and the IP of Creeps and the fact that it's an OG collection. It's a legacy collection. I mean, it was, 2021. And that was like the era of the first wave of NFTs, right? Again, it's done over 24,000 ETH in volume. Like, there's a lot of positives out of it, that have come out of the collection. And I think that he realizes the potential for it to kind of, climb its way back to the top of the hill and sit with, the other top collections out there. And yeah, I just think it was a bet on Creeps IP and a bet on, the future of it. So more of anything, it's a vote of confidence for the community. And yeah, again, I'm excited to see, what things are going to change, what we're going to do moving forward as far as like with the IP and, are we still doing the Web3 gaming stuff? Are we going to move in a different direction? A lot of questions still to be answered, but it gives you a good positive feeling. And we haven't had that sentiment around Creeps for a while. So it just feels good overall.
Yeah. Yeah. I would assume that they're going to, the game shit's going to be on hold just because it costs a fuck ton of money, but who knows? I mean, maybe they launch Ticker Creeps, they raise a bunch of money and fucking full send it. I mean, Adam's connected, and I'm sure the people that are on the new team are connected as well. And we'll see what they end up coming up with. So, yeah. But anyways, Kenny, let's get to it. I seen a tweet from FFV that said the guy who apparently, he said, holy shit, the guy that originally took the photo of Jimothy just admitted that he used AI to create him. What does this mean for our bags? What do you think of that? Is this a real tweet or is this fake?
I have no idea if it's real or not. I will tell you this.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I'll just say I was a bit surprised. I mean, you had the White House tweeting about Jimothy yesterday.
Well, but they tweet about all kinds of dumb shit.
Right. But still, I mean, just the impact. It's down 41% today.
Yeah.
Jimothy. Now, that could be a combination of the FUD from whether or not this is a real photo or AI. I mean, I thought apparently people had seen this thing out in Seattle, right? Running around in the park. I don't necessarily know, but I am a bit surprised that it didn't do as well. It didn't really pump after the White House tweet.
Yeah.
And I was surprised about that.
Well, this Reddit post right here, I made Jimothy the raccoon. The whole internet is making money off him. I've made zero. Throw away because I'm embarrassed, honestly. So a while back, Higgsfield opened up unlimited access for a bit, and I went kind of feral with it and generated shitty vid for 0 tokens. One of the things I generated was this raccoon, gave him a dumb name, Jimothy, posted him, moved on with my life. Now he's fucking everywhere. All these brands are capitalizing on my stuff. What breaks my brain is that nobody cares he's AI. They just consume it. We live in a fucking idiocracy now where a fake ass raccoon has a bigger following than most real creators. And the guy who typed the prompt is sitting here with an empty wallet watching the whole thing spin. I'm not even mad about the AI part anymore. I'm mad that I was too slow and too naive to lock anything down. Lesson learned, I guess. TLDR. Generated a viral AI raccoon. World got rich off of him. I got nothing. And everyone happily believes AI now. Cool. So it's like a fucking pity party.
I'm calling cap. I think this guy's trying to get fucking GoFundMe into retirement. I don't know, man. I've seen too many posts talking about how this thing has been seen all over Seattle by real people. It's also an actual condition that I've seen before with other animals. Not in person, but on the internet. Like, I'm aware of this condition that creates this odd looking whatever the deformity is, right? I don't know. I'm calling cap. I think this guy's trying to do stolen valor. Try to get some Solana stuffed in his asshole that he doesn't actually rightly deserve. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Let me pin this tweet up to the top. All right, Kenny, let's dive into some meme coin stuff and go over some Robinhood things and whatnot. What are we looking like over here on the meme coin side of shit?
Yeah, I mean, just overall, market looks a little iffy right now. Obviously, re-escalation of what's going on in the Middle East. So, you got Bitcoin down 1%, back down to 64,000, ETH back down to 1862, and Solana back down to 74, down 2.4%. So, overall, major's not looking great headed into the weekend. We'll see how things shake out over there. I'm hoping that this is all just, um, Trump just doing Trump things and not really looking to re-enter into, bombing or whatever. But so that's kind of where it's at. Equities, kind of the same thing, a little bit flat this morning. You got NASDAQ slightly red on the day, but you got Dow Jones and S&P kind of flat, a little bit green. So as far as like investments go, I think everybody's a little bit spooked as to what's going to, happen over the next 48 hours as far as like in the Middle East. So other than that, meme coins, Robinhood coins, starting to get a little bit of, they were pretty down only for a couple days there. We're starting to see a nice little bounce across the board. Ponds is back up to almost 4 cents. It did crack 4 cents yesterday, but it's up 36% on the day, which is nice to see. Index up 73% on the day, back up to 11.8 mil after, they put a post out. They're dropping something today and basically alluding to, it's not volume that's going to determine volume on the coin that will determine your, the equities you get airdropped. I think they're adding another mechanism for holders to continue to earn equities. So curious to see what comes out of that, but that's up 73%. And then, Tendies up 70%, back up to 19 mil. Been posting it, been talking about it. Tendies on a rip over the past 24 hours. So it did bottom out right around 8.5 mil day before yesterday. And since then has done over a 2X. So looking good on that. But other than that, Brody's up pretty nicely. I think Unipic got in that one yesterday. So that's moving nicely. We're starting to see a little bit more action on the Robinhood chain. Obviously, the stable chain came out a couple days ago. We saw some migration over there and people playing the coins over there. FIFA, which is a coin over there, is sitting at 5.6 mil. Ran all the way up to 17, almost 18 mil on day one. But since then, it's kind of retraced a little bit. It's down about 15% on the day. And then the GME, somebody tried to vamp it this morning. I think BankerBot deployed another GME token, which they tried to vamp it. The GameStop initially dipped down to about 6.5 mil, but it's back up to 8.7. So that vamp didn't go too well. But I think Robinhood, again, I think it has staying power. I think the space is very rotational right now, but I think over the long run, Robinhood chain will prove that it's here to stay. And just looking for good dips to buy up. And, I'm positioned in a few different coins right now. I think it's going to continue to do well. Outside of that, Solana, we just talked about Jimothy sitting at 19.2 mil at 30, down about 37% over there. Other than that, not a whole lot happening on Solana as far as new coins go. A couple things here and there, but we'll see how things shake out over the weekend.
Yeah. What about NFT side of things? I know that 10,000 tokens is running. Like people are using these as their entry to get into FWA, and they are killing it, bro. Like Adam said yesterday that like it's going to be funny to see that FWA is the reason ETH NFTs come back. What do you think of this?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been a nice little run for 10,000 tokens, back up to 0.04, up 47.8%. You're seeing some of the collections that are listed over there because they're slowly adding new collections onto the FWA platform. I know Nagamigos are on there. Those are up about 11%. So you are seeing some correlation between the two. As far as the top collections go, nothing crazy, not too many changes. Stockbroker's up 13.8%, back up to 1.24. So that's fucking good. Love to see that. But yeah, just not a whole lot of action. We did have a Robinhood NFT kind of pump a couple days ago. We saw that PO. I don't know how you say it. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Those ran up to like 0.13. They're back down to 0.0467. But outside of the stockbrokers, really stockbrokers is the only legit NFT collection that I've seen, sustain and do really well over there. The other ones are more speculative. People trade in and out of those. But yeah, that's just kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah. I'm sharing this FWA site. Like last night, the price to purchase one NFT was up to like 0.14 ETH. And insane. So.
But again, that's how you're going to earn token, right? Because you can't directly buy FWA token. You have to literally play the game.
Yeah, you can buy it right here on the site. What are you talking about?
I don't think you. No, but it.
Oh, external buys are disabled. Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Yeah, you have to play the game. I've tried buying it. I tried buying it 2 days ago. There's no route to be able to buy it. Then I did a little more digging, and the only way to actually get FWA is to spin, these gotcha style spins to earn FWA. You can choose whether you want to take the NFT or you want to take ETH or you get the FWA.
But I can spin right now. I can buy this for 0.0985 ETH, and then I can either choose to reveal the NFT, or I can accept the highest bid, right?
Yeah, I'm not 100% positive on the game mechanics, but what I do know is that you have to actually play the game to get FWA tokens.
Yeah, so like right now, if I say purchase this one, purchase cannot be completed. Your wallet does not have enough ETH. Oh, well, that's a fucking good reason. It's all in USDC. Fuck me running. Yeah, so still pretty.
Why don't you do a spin?
Pretty fucking interesting. The chances of getting a epic is 3.7%. A legendary is 1%. So like a Bored Ape is considered a legendary. Pudgy is considered a legendary. But like an epic is not. An epic is only what is an epic? It was like Nakamigos and shit. Well, that one's 0.7. So it's NFTs that are around 0.6, 0.7 ETH to get an epic.
The interesting part about it is, so when you list the NFT, you're also listing an ETH like pool. So like it doesn't exactly have to be one for one. Like the amount of value of the NFT, you can put a higher amount of ETH, which will make it a rarer pool. Like there are these interesting mechanics on how it works. Because if you look, people were listing these CryptoPunks with the ETH pool on the side. So if you decide to take the money, there's a 15% tax on it, or you can take the NFT and then turn around and flip it, and you'll actually make more. So it incentivizes you to take the NFT, but certain people are putting a much higher ETH amount to create like this situation where it's less likely to get pulled, and then you're just making money off the fees of people spinning. There's some really interesting mechanics to it, and I don't understand them all, but it's an interesting concept. I'm curious to see if it takes off. Obviously, it's been hot for the past week. It's creating some liquidity around NFTs because they're fairly illiquid, and that's the biggest problem with NFTs. So I think that was the main purpose, was trying to create this, more liquidity for NFTs at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm doing a swap. I did a swap for some ETH. I don't know if I did a swap for enough ETH. But Kenny, where I did it at was on stockbrokers.cash. So adding a little bit, could I have done it with zero fees over there? Yeah, but I want to help stockbrokers community. I want to help fucking drive more volume here, and contribute to the success of this, because I think this thing's gonna go a lot higher. Bro, am I really about to do this for 0.09 ETH? Like, what is the highest bid right now? Like, I don't even know what is the top bid. If I buy this for 0.09 ETH, how much is that? It's a couple $100.
That's like $170 roughly. Yeah.
Fuck. Are you watching on stream? Like, but then
no, are you about to do it? I'll watch right now.
Yeah, I'm about to do it. But like, what do I? Oh fuck me running. Simple Farmer, am I just risking the biscuit here? Like, what am I doing? He's on stage with us. Oh no, he went back down to listener. Man, Simple Farmer, come back up if you can. All right, are you watching, Kenny? I'm gonna fucking do this.
Yep.
What if I pull a 63% chance that I'm pulling a fucking common here? But I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what it does. I seen Josh Young's tweet where he said it's like gotcha, but it's a little bit slower. But
I mean, look, at worst, you end up with some FWA token, I believe, or you can take the ETH amount at a 15% haircut. But fucking do it, bro. It's an experiment.
Oh my God. Okay. What the fuck? Card in your post. Yeah, I mean it's purchasing. This is what he was talking about because of the ETH security. This is where the delay is, because it's not like if you were on BZ or something like that, it's pretty quick. But with this, I don't know. We're gonna fucking see. And then it's a matter of, do I accept? Should I have came up with it and was like, yeah, I'm gonna accept it no matter what, whatever the NFT is? Because then if I end up with a 10,000 tokens, which that's why those are up so much, because people are using those as the cheapest entry. They're using those as the cheapest entry into the into providing liquidity for the NFT. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why those are up so high. It's, man, somebody's probably sniping a legendary right before me. Bro, I'll lose my shit on this space if I got a legendary. Simple Farmer, GM sir, what's cracking?
Hey, GM guys. Doing well. Just wanted to catch up. I think this was supposed to come through today and things changed, but
yeah,
wanted to see how everything is. I love what you did with what you posted this morning with the Vladar. I think that's such a clever, fun thing.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, we hadn't got to that yet. I wanted to, I'm waiting on this damn purchase to come through. I did a spin on FWA. So I'm really curious to see how this whole process works. But let me lower this down because I was actually trying to get the Vladar site. I was actually dropping a link for it in that post. I was trying to do like a whale engagement, like grifty thing. You know how he goes and comments like fucking 5 minutes after. For some reason, the fucking share card isn't indexing though. So, but either way, yeah, I built a really fun site, Kenny. It's Vladar.xyz. So what happens is, basically, Vlad has followed Cash Cat, he's followed IndexFi, and he's followed Pons. And I was sitting here thinking, I asked Claude, I'm like, look at the dates of the chart. Look, oh bro, that was fate. It says purchase cannot be made. Was that fate telling me not to fucking do this? Maybe so. So what I had Claude do is look at the chart, and then I had Claude look at what he I had him look at the chart when he followed and kind of use that as a basis to come up with like an algorithm to predict when he's going to follow another account. And so what it ended up coming up with, I'm trying to adjust my screen so we can see the whole entire fucking site, is that the Claude is predicting that on July 25th at 23:24, so one day, 11 hours and 42 minutes, that we would end up seeing another follow. And then I had it look at Deck Screener to determine, or I had it look at X accounts to determine which one fit like the narrative of Robinhood the best. And the ones that it came up with was Juggernaut, Stonkbroker, Project Vex, and Tendies, which I know you're a fan of Tendies. So right now, Juggernaut is what Claude chose because it's Vlad's favorite character from X-Men. So, Stockbroker obviously ties into a lot of different things for Robinhood with RWAs. So, you can go in, you can vote and, basically predict who you want, share it. It's a fun site. Like you can see at the top says a whole bunch of crazy dumb shit. It's even barely analysis, latency human. It was saying something. It was a whole bunch of fun, just crazy comedy type shit I put in with it. But I mean, you never know. Maybe now if this thing's right and he predicts right around this time frame, then I mean, forget about it. Like it could gain some traction. So
yeah, I mean, well, look, we saw index pump to 60 mil, went to 60 mil. When Vlad followed that, we saw Pons rip up to 45 mil when he followed their platform. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a weighted advantage of like if you can find any type of insider information as far as who you think he's gonna follow next, there's usually a pretty big candle when he does that. So I think it's a cool idea what you're doing there.
yeah, so Cash Cat went up 250% roughly, index 300%, and Pons went up 84%. So will it actually happen? I have the slightest clue. It says confidence 87%. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, we're a day out from this next follow.
Jesus, it's obviously, a good project can't rely on a Vlad follow to succeed. You want to make sure that Vlad follow moment isn't your top signal. But it's still cool for people to speculate and think about that as part of the process, because it is a big part of the game, and I think that's a positive thing that kind of makes crypto fun in a way and special and unique. But also, in general, what I'm loving is the things that Robinhood Chain is doing. You saw Johan posted this morning, and this means that this is probably something that was active BD effort that they executed on, is that they got Phantom support for Robinhood Chain. That's the first time an Arbitrum L2 has gotten support for from Phantom, and that's like a huge user base. So they're increasing their distribution funnels, and then you see things like exactly what we talked about yesterday: logical steps for continuing progress for getting these tokens into the hands of more people. Crypto.com listed CashCat. That's a T2 or tier 1 exchange, whatever you want to call it. That's logical progress for continuing the expansion of the tokens on Robinhood Chain. So that means the team is working internally, in my opinion, to improve the distribution flow for the projects on their chain. And that's super important for us to succeed if we're building quality products there.
Yeah.
So shout out to them.
Yeah, I agree. One thing you shared with me earlier, and I want to get to that in just a second. Kenny, I got this transaction to go through. Look at my screen. These cards are just flipping through at like the fucking crazy.
Sorry, I was on mute.
A crazy speed. I don't know if I'm supposed to click the screen or what I'm supposed to do here. Kenny,
Click it.
I'm clicking it, but it's just fucking, I don't know. Maybe this is what's supposed to happen. We'll wait and see what happens here. I'm just going to let it keep spinning. Simple Farmer, you shared a tweet with, whoa, what is this? Fucking 10,000 tokens. I knew I was going to end up with one of these motherfuckers. So the backend is 0.045 ETH. Keep this NFT. It will belong to you. Auto relist. Accept 85% of the backing. I mean, at the rate these things are going up, should I just keep it and fucking should I just keep it and then which way would you do? Or accept the 85% payout and swap to FWA token? What would you do, Kenny?
I mean, do you want to own FWA? I think it's got upside to it personally. It was at 11 mil. What's it at right now? 8 mil. So, I mean, you could potentially 2x from here on the or higher on the token side. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Oh my God. Really? All right, fuck it. I'll keep the token. At least I played the game. I don't know what the fuck this is going to end up doing, but I did that and I'm down 60%. So fucking GG's.
Well, I think they're
Adam.
supposed to distribute 1% of the fees that they make back to people who have played the game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I did hear Adam saying something around that yesterday.
Okay.
So that's also something to think about as well.
Right.
You might get an airdrop down the line.
Yeah. Well, I'm cooked either way. All right. Yeah. So Simple Farmer, you shared something with crypto.com. What was that you shared with me? Because we were talking about this yesterday with listings.
Right. That what I expect to see is logical progression of the quality of the listings of the tokens that are on Robinhood chain. So we started with like the tier 3s. You see like a lot of L banks, Polyonics, Weeks, stuff like that. Then moving up to tier 2s, that's where you're seeing now crypto.com. And I think you're going to get to the progression where you're going to see tier 1 exchanges start listing Robinhood tokens. It just seems logical with things like, Binance and Gate.io and stuff like that. So these are those moments that are really big because it represents a logical increase in the number of potential holders for these tokens. That increase in distribution is the only thing that matters in crypto. Tokens that can't scale distribution cannot do well long term. They cannot. So this is a super key principle, and that's why it's really important, I think, that the team, because this is the sign, I think, that the team at Robinhood is doing a great job in preparing the foundation for the projects that are developing on their chain to succeed and scale long term.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's the same with NFTs. It's the same with anything. Distribution is king.
And just the rate at which, because you go back 2.5 weeks ago, right? Like to, when they initially launched it, I think Uniswap was probably the first to allow a route to be able to buy Robinhood. But since then, to the point of Simple Farmer, OpenSea's integrated it. Phantom is integrated now. Literally all of the trading platforms, FOMO, GMGN, Axiom, like you can literally buy Robinhood tokens in the matter of 3 weeks, pretty much anywhere at this point. MetaMask integrated it into their wallets. I mean, it's just the rate at which it's being adopted by other, platforms and routes to be able to buy has gotten so easy over the past 3 weeks. That you can just tell the team is shipping and the hype is real around the chain, in my personal opinion.
And Jesus, this extends to NFTs. That's why Stockbrokers was built with a clean ERC20 attached that can be bought and sold anywhere on Uniswap, on any aggregator, on any centralized exchange without breaking the ecosystem. And it enhances the ecosystem the more listings we get. It's the key component for scaling. And for NFTs to reach 99% of the users in crypto, these are people who exist on centralized exchanges, who trade on centralized exchanges. For NFTs to become NFTs 2.0, this is the model that has to be adopted.
Yeah. Hey, I was going to ask you, like right now I'm trying to do the overtime clock in and it just constantly has me clicking transactions to sign. Have you seen that issue?
So you don't need to continue to keep clicking. If you've already clicked essentially 3 or 4 times, you've already completed the clock-in process.
Okay.
I'll add a tracker on the website too, so you know what you're doing on the back end exactly.
Yeah. That'd be cool if we could see how many times we've actually clocked in when we logged into a wallet.
Yeah, it does. It's not necessarily. Look, now that I've done an airdrop reward, I dropped GME stock tokens to the top 20 clock-ins yesterday. Now that I've done that, people may be now trying to bot and game that system.
Yeah.
So clock-in will be tracked, but maybe not in a way that people think. Like people shouldn't expect that this is something that they can farm. Anything that people will try to farm, extract, or leech off clutch products with, I'll actively always nerf.
Yeah. No, and that's good. That's good. Yeah. So I mean, bro, we're a day out from the stonk launcher. I'm excited about this.
It's next week. 1 week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I meant a week. I'm looking at 8 hours on it. I ignore the first part. So 7 days. Yeah. So either way, it's still going to be really cool. At first, I thought, I'm like, why is he waiting so fucking long? Because like I was afraid you would lose momentum. Have you thought you would lose any momentum with that, or is it's not a race?
Oh, I pride myself on excellent timing, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what you said in the well, you didn't say it. I think Craig said it in that Greeny podcast. The timing of stockbrokers was really good. And I don't think there's been an NFT, right, Kenny, that's been higher on Robinhood?
No, not even close. And not only that, but just the mechanics of how it works. It is the only project on Robinhood, and really just like in NFTs in general, right? Where you're earning equities by holding the NFT, which is a great, R&R to like just owning the NFT. You're consistently going to be airdrop, equities. That's a pretty fucking awesome situation, so eventually will pay for itself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's already paid for itself, bro. We paid $10 or $20 for these things.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, even buying now, right, at 1.3, and activating it, you're going to make your money back.
I'm still seeing more and more people activating. Go ahead, Simperform.
Yeah, I think the really interesting situation, and that maybe some people are thinking in depth, are looking at is especially launch pads in their early days tend to have volume spikes, and obviously if that can scale and continue, that's massive revenue for fees. But I'm hopeful and expectant that the launchpad launch itself creates an exponential increase in those stock token distributions going to activated brokers. And I think a lot of people view that as potential upside as well. But of course, not financial advice. This phase 2 is experimental, just like phase 1 is. So, don't risk anything that you can't afford to lose, and don't buy in more than that will require you to lose sleep over.
Yeah. It's a hell of an experiment so far. I do know that.
Simperformer, can I ask you a question real quick about Index? Did you have, because I know you hold Index, or at least at some point you did, but they put out a tweet, I believe, earlier or overnight here in the States, but something around, the volume isn't going to be the only determining factor as to how you earn equities. Do you have any ideas on that, or any thoughts on that? Or did you even see the post?
Yeah, I think they hinted on having some type of perps available on stock tokens.
Right, right. So you think...
I just don't know if stock tokens right now have enough liquidity on Robinhood chain, but that could change like very quickly.
Right.
They're adding liquidity quickly, so that for those to be on chain perps, it would require that level.
Right.
But with perps platforms, you're going to get immense competition. I think Index is right to understand that they can't derive fees from trading volume on their token because it's a tax-based token, and that system breaks on centralized exchanges. So centralized exchanges don't do them any favors.
Right.
And so them leaning into that different kind of process is a smart move, and I think it's clever. I think it's the right path that they're on, and hopefully they succeed because they were one of the OGs, and I appreciate what they're doing, and
rising tide lifts all boats, right?
For sure. I think it was a clever mechanism to start with.
For sure. And, it's interesting because on one of their posts, they did also say, we're builders. We're not necessarily, because like people have been complaining, you guys need to be more active, yada, yada, yada. That's just Web3 people being Web3 people in general. But, they were alluding to the fact that they're builders and like the social side isn't their strong points. But I do think you have an edge in that regard. I kind of look at Index and stockbrokers, not necessarily the same, obviously, your NFT hybrid, but, tied to RWAs on Robinhood chain. But I do think you have a better pulse on understanding Web3 culture and whatnot. So, I give you the slight edge personally, but that's just my take. I think you have a better understanding of how Web3 works and what people's expectations are and how to kind of deliver in a way that, people are happy.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of it is actually participating in trench trading, being in alpha groups. We're in many alpha groups together, but also you get a really different perspective when you work for a Web3 company and a blockchain itself. And then it just so happens that chain is also a chain that was built on Arbitrum 1. So I've seen I've seen chains fall. Like there was an early chain that I built on called Senko Chain that closed down. I saw when, proof of play. I saw when the DGen chain went down, and I have I think a pretty good understanding of what makes a chain run well versus poorly, and that's why I was saying earlier as well that I just think Robinhood chain keeps pulling all the right levers in that they're focused on increasing distribution channels to give their chain longevity, and then at the same time they provided us with this fantastic building block that's stock tokens, and so everybody building with stock tokens, shout out to them. I think you're on the right path. For the memes, wish them luck. It's fun. The memes success will hinge on those centralized exchange listings. And some memes maybe if you get an ETF, obviously it's the same process. You're just increasing distribution and potential buying funnels. But I think that the future of crypto is built upon the backbone of RWAs and financial technology infrastructure.
Yeah, Kenny.
Got a real
go
quick.
ahead.
I've got an anonymous DM from a guy that definitely doesn't have a professional wrestler as a PFP, but this actually is a real question from him. He says, "Can we just buy a stockbroker and then not have to do things to reap rewards, or do I got to pay attention to claim stuff?" This is a serious question. He had to let me know it was a serious question. They are not usually serious questions from him.
Yeah, you have to have the NFT and you have to activate it. Essentially, you have to burn a certain amount of tokens to activate the NFT, and at that point, you start bringing in rewards. You don't have to clock in. It's a community activation feature, so somebody else will clock in for you and get your rewards sent to you. So the answer to that is once you activate your NFT, you don't have to do anything else. But it's the more you do, the more you benefit, I would say, as a community as a whole, because I think it reminds us to do a little bit of bag work and continue expanding this, because it's really about decentralizing the launch pad and its ownership, decentralizing the DEX and its ownership, flipping the common story we've seen in crypto on its head a little bit and giving the trenches a chance to run things, and those NFT holders being the collective marketers. I think that's the big idea here long term. That's where we get fee distributions from outside of the NFT token loop. And so, my big bet is that you guys, the NFT communities, are going to be that X factor. And I'm already seeing it. Like you mentioned, there's a lot of marketing power there. And I think we're already seeing it on the timeline.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and Kyle, to his point, to the guy that asked you that question, you don't have to activate your NFT. If you want to just buy the NFT and sit on it, then buy it and sit on it. Obviously you do get the rewards only by leveling it up. But yeah, once you buy on OpenSea or even on the stockbrokers.cash site, the NFT is not activated. And then when you sell it, it's deactivated. You don't get a refund. So you're putting money there and you're putting it to work. And then there's all the different tiers and you can go whichever way you want. Right now mine are at T0. I fucking wish they were at partner. But and then each level you're going up, it's more and more token as you get up there. To get it up to partner right now it's always going to be 1.666 million fucking. So it's a lot. It's a lot. I think at the height, it was like $7,500 to get to that level. What it's at now, I don't even know. Have to do some math on it real quick. But yeah, he can just buy one and buy it to just trade the NFT if he wants. Or he can activate it and then start earning rewards as well. So yeah, hopefully he buys and activates though.
Hey, geez, I'm going to step away now. I appreciate
right,
you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Yeah, you
Good
as well.
talking to you, brother.
All right. Yeah.
I did get one more anonymous DM. The only thing I want to sit on is Cheese's face.
Whoa.
Also,
wow.
How do I know if someone activated the NFT before I buy it on OpenSea, or does that not exist? I want the rewards.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they activate it or not, because when they sell it, it will become deactivated. If
no,
you buy
but
an NFT,
it does, Kyle. Because
what?
It does. Because if they didn't,
I thought it deactivated it if you sell it.
It does, but the activation doesn't travel with it. But
that's what I just said.
But listen, let me talk. But you can go on the stockbrokers website, and there are brokers that people are selling them, and they're not claiming their stocks off of them. So any of the stocks that are sitting on the brokers, if they just go sell it, chances are there's going to be some stocks on there.
Okay, so you could buy one that has some rewards on it. It still won't accrue more rewards until you activate it again.
Exactly.
It was like the little pudgies that were being sold without claiming their Pengu. Remember that arbitrage?
Yeah.
People were finding little pudgies that were listed that didn't claim their Pengu yet, and they were buying the little pudgy, then claiming like 20, 30K worth of Pengu, and then turning around and flipping it. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like Cyrus, he was on the world market or whatever that is with
market bubble.
Yeah, and he actually doxed himself, which was pretty cool. But he was talking about that. He was talking about how he was able to retire because he was making the swing trades on NFTs and gaining 10, 15%. He was getting them WETH to him or buying them on OpenSea and then going and then into Discords and shit and selling them OTC. And he was doing it enough to where he was able to retire from that amount of ETH. But when you go to the Stonkbroker's website and you go to the actual the Anvil NFT AMM, you can go there. So I'm gonna look up what is this guy right here? This is Stonkbroker number 1368. When you scroll all the way to the bottom, I'm gonna look up number 1368. I'm gonna search this guy and see if he actually has any stock. Yeah, he does. He has 15 cents of Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, Silver, SpaceX, and Google. So you can go in. Some of these may have more, and the people just not claimed it. So, because either way, if they're listed, they're still activated. You don't stake the NFTs. You just activate the NFT, and it's tied to the wallet. So any one of these NFTs that are listed and have been activated, like this one right here at 3201. So let me go look this fucker up. And it'll tell me if it's got anything on it. Now it may not be activated. So yeah, this one's activated. Look at this. This one's got $32 of Apple, $32 of Amazon, $32 of Nvidia. GME, it's got $48 in GME tokens sitting in it, Kenny. So now, while it's higher than the floor price, but it's also ranked number 250. So, it's yeah, pretty interesting here. Since Heathen's the one asking the questions, I'll bring Heathen up. Let me get fucking Heathen up here. You motherfuckers don't be thinking you coming on stage all of a sudden. Heathen, what's up, bro?
So if you buy this off OpenSea, do you still get all this stuff that's attached to it, or do you have to buy it?
No. So this one right here, though, is listed at 1.66 ETH. So, but it's ranked 250, and you get all of the tokens that are on the NFT, and then you need to go activate the NFT. Now I need to see that. Check with any broker in the club. I'm a message. Let me message Simple Farmer because you should be able to. Hold on. Let me write this out. Somebody say something, Kenny, while I'm fucking typing. Otherwise, it's going to be a minute.
Heathen, you are the first since the newly revamped structure of Reality Check. You're the first person to make your way onto the stage. So round of applause, bro. Round of applause. You have cracked the code.
I'm just trying to compete with the great questions from the anonymous person.
Dude, I guarantee you, Dejani doesn't know why, but he just spit his coffee out at work right now.
Yeah, fuck you, Dejani. I'm up here. Stay down there.
Yeah.
This is good.
So my question to him, and I don't know, maybe somebody in the audience may know the answer to this. If someone goes and buys an NFT off the floor, and even though it's not activated, so if he then went and bought this one, can he claim the tokens off of here and then just resell it? Or can he claim them if it's not activated? That's my question. Because for you to activate the NFT right now, that would end up costing you on top of your purchase price would be 285. That would cost you an additional $218.99. So to activate it at the base level. So I don't know if you're able to do that or not. I messaged Simple Farmer. He should get back with me pretty quickly to see if that's possible. But honestly, I don't know. See, look, we're open. It's fucking Friday. Why the shit's getting out of control? I know Digital Trophies is in this like fucking deep, and now I'm getting sucked into bringing people on stage. What the fuck? Digital Trophies. Do you know the answer to this question?
Yeah, if I understand the question correctly. So I mean, the bottom line, what you got to think of is your broker that you have is carrying its own little wallet, right? It's got its own little wallet extension. So whatever is in that wallet, no matter what, has nothing to do with activation. Activation simply gets stuff into that broker's attached wallet, that TBA. So if an NFT is for sale on OpenSea and it has assets attached to its TBA, no matter what the activation status is, when that NFT transfers, goes to another wallet, those assets go with it. That's just how it is.
Okay, so if he bought this NFT, he would be able to go in there and move all this straight to whatever wallet he wanted, even though it's not activated?
Correct. Yeah. So the TBA is going to hold whatever assets are in there. He's got that NFT now in his possession. You can go onto the actually you can call the contract directly, but to make it easy, you can go on to the stockbrokers.cash website and move those assets.
Nice. Okay. Well, good shit. There you go.
How do you see the history of what's been moved out? Do I have to actually connect a wallet to the stockbrokers website?
No.
And then scroll?
No. So if you just go to the Anvil NFT AMM, scroll down to the bottom, and it'll say look up any broker, and then just type in a number between 1 and 4,444 or whatever you're looking for. The one I was looking at was number 3201. I just happened to look at it by happenstance. And then any of them that are in there that have it, then yeah, you can go get it. Hell, I mean, you could turn around and sell that and pay for half of your activation if you wanted to activate it. You know what I mean? So you know, then you're getting half off on the activation, or you can just keep the stocks. So yeah, pretty good tech. Digital. What do you? I know you're a big fan of this. Did you get in with Pup Cup, or did you already have Clutch Puppies, or were you listening to the show? Like, how'd you get into stockbrokers? Oh, he fell down off the stage, motherfucker. Yeah, Heathen, you're here enough, bro. You should have been buying these for $10.
Yeah, I know. Listen, man, I had to do stuff. Okay. Then I went to go get it the other day. Then I was confused because I stopped paying attention for like 2 or 3 weeks because I had to go do stuff. And then I was like, okay, I'll just play because I like Simple Farmer. But then I got mad confused. So then I just didn't buy anything.
Yeah. And that's like, I mean, there's people confused. It's not an easy system. It's once you start diving into it, it's pretty easy to understand how everything works. But even Name Brand, when he was trying to buy his, he had a bunch of questions, and I'm like, fucking DM me. I don't care. If you're generally interested in it, and I want to help people. So, yeah. Same thing with Genuine Undead. I put a post out yesterday. If you consider yourself an NFT collector, go buy a fucking Genuine Undead. You're out here buying all these shitty ass meme coins. Buy something that will pump your bag. Your bags will go up 200% by having a genuine.
Not my meme coins. My meme coins are not shitty.
Well, they are. But you have genuine undead, so it doesn't matter.
That I do.
Yeah. All right, Kenny, what else did we not cover today? I better see a motherfucking Heathen.
Shit, Kenny.
What?
Kenny, check your wallet if you can. I'm gonna go look at mine. NPCs just tweeted, check your wallets. The non-playable character does something. This one might do something. I don't know what that means, but did they airdrop everybody the fucking 3Ds.
Let me go check.
Yeah, it shows an airdrop with the characters
Oh
there.
yeah, I got fucking 5 of them in my. I got a green one, 2 blue ones, and 2 white ones. Let's go. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, but yay, more NFTs in my wallet. Yay!
Yeah, so there's an entire collection for these. 5,902 playable characters, what they're called. There's purple, there's gold.
Wow, whites are tier 6, blues are tier 5.
Yeah.
Let's see what a green is. A green is a tier 4. The question is the lower the tier number better or worse?
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a gradient as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Oh, hold on. Here's a gold one. This is tier 2. I'm guessing the lower the number, the better.
Yeah. I would imagine so. Gradient looks to be tier 1, I think, when I just looked at it. Where in the fuck did it go? Somebody has that listed at 6.9 ETH.
Well, goddamn, I'm glad I held my NPCs.
Yeah,
because I was cheating shit left and right last night for that little pudgy. I'm glad I held on to the old NPCs, man.
Yeah, now the NPC floor price could drop significantly because of that.
It could. I mean, not even just because of the fact that the airdrop happened, but also because of the fact that there's now a lot more assets in the ecosystem, right? So, what they need to do now is get some clarity around what the different assets do, right? As far as, and what their ecosystem looks like. Personally, I'd like it if they stop tweeting some "let's go to zero" shit. I don't. That's not my favorite NFT narrative, but some people like it. I do think the art in the community. I mean, the art's clean. I won't say it's blow my skirt up art, but it is very clean art, and they do make a good PFP. The community is fucking fire, though. I mean, those guys are going crazy all the time. So, hey, man, send it. But yeah, I need some info on the ecosystem and what these things do now.
Yeah. Purebred crypto. What is this one here? Solo founder 5. He built a tool as well that I think lists all of them. Where's that? Stonk Scope V3. Let me pin this up to the top. The Stonk Scope V3. Yeah, here it is right here. I think this is it. No, that's just a fucking image. Does he have an actual link for the fucking site? Oh, here it is. Stonk Scope. Let me look at this. I'm going to pin this up here for you. This shows you, I think does it show you the NFTs that are, I think this might show you the NFTs that are, hold on, I'm trying to move this over here to the right screen so you can see it on stream. Fucking really, bro? Light up. Yeah, I think this, I'm going to pin it up to the top so you can kind of go look and see for yourself. But this right here might be more, a little bit better for anyone that's interested in going and looking at stockbrokers and seeing if you can find this one shows all the promoted, where to buy. I don't know if it shows you which ones have the most stock in them, though. I would imagine it does. There's a lot of data on this website. So go check that out as well. Grail scanner. Yeah, he's got a bunch of different shit in here. But I don't think it's populating that. So yeah, go check that. Go check that out. See what you see what you can find there, Heathen. But I wish you the best of luck. What's up, bro?
Yeah, some bastard either bought that one that you were talking about that I was literally about to buy, or they delisted it. Just wanted to say, I hope that guy has a terrible weekend.
Hey, bro, ask less questions and click buttons faster. This is Web3, my brother in Christ.
Yeah, 1.6.
There's no such thing as Web3, Kyle. We've been over this.
Hold on. Let me see if he's actually in here, because he was in here earlier. I think I think I just followed him back. I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, he had a lot of money on there. And Simple Farmer wrote me back and said there's people that have up to 150 plus on their NFTs. You just got to go search. So Yeah, bro. Like Kyle said, click the buttons faster. That one was delisted. Wow, fuck. That sucks, bro.
I hope that guy beer is flat all weekend.
He was sitting on a good bag. All right. Kenny, I have another call. Do we have anything else going on for the day?
Just want to say LeBron James, $8 million for 2 years to the Philadelphia 76ers. What the fuck is going on, bro?
What?
2 years, $8 million. He's trying to chase another ring, bro.
Oh my God, is Philly the place to get it?
Did the Sixers have it like that?
Jaylen Brown, VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, LeBron James, and Embiid. I mean, that is a nasty five, bro. That is a nasty five.
I know one thing. When I was a young teen who was very racially confused based on the culture that was being put in front of me on MTV at the time, I wore Sixers jerseys quite a lot.
Well, there you go,
wow.
Kyle. You got something to cheer for now.
LeBron James, after saying he seriously considered retirement, is signing with the Philadelphia 76ers for his final run. James is signing a 2-year, $8 million contract with a player option. Clutch Sports Group CEO Rich Paul told ESPN James made nearly $53 million with the Los Angeles Lakers last season. $8 million, though? That's it?
Bro, that's like rookies are making that much money.
Bro, Michael Jordan could come back right now and get more than $8 million.
No, anyone basically can get more. He just basically went over there to go get another ring. I mean, that's all there is to it.
This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What I am really playing for at this point, James wrote on X, I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete to win and have a chance at that feeling of winning another championship. How many rings does LeBron have?
He got one with Miami, one with Cleveland, and one in LA, right? 3?
3
or 4? I think it's 3, right?
Man, guy will never be better than Michael Jordan. That's all I'm going to tell you. Michael Jordan got more. So,
yeah, he's trying to solidify himself as the number 1 NBA player of all time, but
it'll never happen.
Nope.
Oh, flopping ass bitch. Yeah, it'll never happen. Well, kudos to you, LeBron. Fucking left your son Brony there to ride the bench. Yeah, that sucks. All right, well, ending on that. Kenny, you'll be back Monday, right? Are we locked in on Monday?
Yeah.
All right,
yep.
Cool. Okay, cool. Well, everybody have a great weekend. Don't know if we'll be doing a space tomorrow. Probably not. But either way, if we do, come show up. Other than that, we will see you on Monday. Everybody have a good day. Peace.
Yeah, creep space tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Fuck.